This is from Venice, and it's a very interesting glass sculpture done by an artist who was very young when he died. And his brother took over the glassworks to continue his work in the style in which we bought this one for our anniversary because we were in Venice for our anniversary. We were on a trip, and it was shipped. It's very heavy, and it kind of reminded me about the fulfillment of life as far as art is concerned. One shade went up and the other one didn't.
What do you see on the lake?
See
to get a view of the lake?
There's the lake, and that's Lakeshore Drive. This is Oak Street Beach. And this is a beautiful part of Chicago. The entertainment capital is right about a block away. A lot of bars where we go and get drunk every night.
What's your favorite bar in the city?
Gibson's.
Gibson's?
Gibson's.
What would you order at Gibson's?
Steak.
What kind of steak?
Filet mignon.
What would you get to drink?
Drink water or lemonade. I'm a heavy drinker. When God gives you the time and you find the woman that you're to be married to, this is the Bible that your great-grandfather carried during the war. And everybody that's been married, just about everybody that's been married in their family has carried it. But it goes back many, 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 many years, and I would like you to have this someday, and if you're married, to carry that, or have your wife carry it, or carry it with you. That's Albert A. Brenner's
What
Bible.
war? What war?
World War I.
And he was in the...
He was in the Navy. At that time, they didn't have Jews for the Navy. There's a lot of interesting things here. The Chinese gentleman.
Oh, he's the best.
Everybody loves that. He's made out of leather. Excuse me, I'll just put on the light. And he's reading a book. And that's all leather, and it's soft to the touch.
Huh.
But I'll do it for Josh.
No, don't do it.
How's that go? Oh, I lost it. I lost it.
That could still be a face.
Kids used to love to play with it because they could do all kinds of things with it. Here's fingers. Fingers. Mm.
Do I have to pose?
Yeah, if you could pose. You could do a dance.
I could do a dance.
What's sleeping?
Can you believe it? Chicago Cubs baseball on Radio 720 WGN was brought to you by and the
Well, Consumer Supply Company was just by a miracle. But I consider myself a pure genius because on a given day in 1973, I picked up the Chicago Tribune and saw a want ad for plumbing and heating supply company. And that night, Bubbi and Uncle Rick and I took a ride down here, and Bubbi kind of chided me and said, "What do you know about plumbing and heating?" And I said, "Well, I know pipe and fittings," and I said, "Rick's an engineer, he'll learn." So in 1973, we made a bid, and as of March 1st, which is 30 years this year, in 2003, we bought and started and continued the name of Consumer Supply Company. And I can sing a song I first sang at 5 years of age when I was in grammar school.
Perfect.
In a little Spanish town, 'twas on a night like this, stars were peekabooing down, 'twas on a night like this. She whispered promise to me, and she sighed tenderly. Many moons have passed away, was on a night like this. Stars were peekabooing down, 'twas on a night like this. She whispered promise and sealed it with a kiss. In a little Spanish town, 'twas on a night like this. That's like that I first sang over 77 years ago on the stage at Delano Grammar School on the west side of Chicago. Not bad for an 82-year-old grandfather.
Not bad at all.
Should we open it?
Thanks, Papa.
That's what I want. This is called Dementia, poem by a woman by the name of Annette Moskovitz. And it says, where have they vanished, those tradesmen of yore, the butchers and bakers and tailors galore? Are they all dentists and pharmacists too? If not a professional, can he still be a Jew? A lawyer or architect is what we expect. Can he be a peddler and still gain respect? The fiddler who once turned out a nice tune has a famous son, a financial tycoon. The man with a card on Maxwell Street has an actor's daughter who fills every seat. The child of a widow who baked and sold pies is the proud winner of a Nobel Prize. The shoemaker's nephew is a skilled ophthalmologist. The carpenter's grandson, a fine gynecologist. A governor, senator, head of corporation, not bad for people, once barred from education. From abject poverty came renowned economists. From ruthless persecution came brilliant psychiatrists. Composers created music, writers stimulated the mind, benevolent philanthropists sought to better mankind. Professors and scientists of the highest rate, Supreme Court justices, and a Secretary of State. Up from the ghettos and enforced isolation to the highest offices of a gallant nation. All these opportunities make it easy to see why our wonderful country is called the home of the free. Perhaps someday a president, wouldn't that be bliss? But no matter what the future was, we must remember this. He may fly to the planets or just work at a bench, but what's really important is that he be a mensch. Sent to me by one of my closest and dear friends, former captain of the Chicago Bulls basketball team in the mid-1940s, named Mickey Ratner.